Beta for the beta sound full.
Straight ahead on News
Next
Channel
will be
3.
dissolving to station 1. Supering beta will have sound up. Station 1 will drop
These
super.
boxes contain the evidence
Then
found
resolve
at
the camera 2 and the
Scottsdale's
2-shot monitor
largest
should be
child
showing
pornography
station
box.
2.
The comedian known as the Goddess of Love offers tips on how to find
And
the
we'll go
right
to 3
man.
on Patti and the
tonight only,
DVE.
a
Set to zoom and
restaurant
stop
that
to
gets
remote
a
to the motor
paws
sound
up
over
review
side
from
B.
its four-legged patrons. We'll take you to a doggy diner coming up next on News Channel 3.
Arizona's news people. News Channel 3 with Patti Kirkpatrick.
Stand by to roll station 1, ready to station 1, supering the beta.
Mike Chamberlin and Jim Howl.
Roll station 1,
Arizona's
dissolve,
News
ready
Channel.
sound up station 1, super drop
News
super.
Channel 3.
Sound up, drop super.
It's happened again, but this time crews
Stand by
had
to
to
roll
remove a
station 2, ready
gigantic
to dissolve camera
beehive
2.
from one of the most sterile environments, a Sun City hospital room.
Roll station 2, dissolve camera 2.
Good evening, everyone.
Stand by to take camera
Those
3 on
scenes
Patti
are
and the
scaring
DVE.
some Valley residents.
Take camera
And
3.
People are reaching
Stand by
for
to
the
zoom DVE to
phone
remote
at
2.
an alarming rate, fearing they'll be the
Zoom
next
DVE,
victim.
open remote
But as
2.
Michael Hagerty reports,
Stand by to zoom remote 2
911
full.
operators are getting stung worse than anyone. Michael?
Zoom remote
Cater
2
and
full.
Patti,
Stand
that's
by to
right.
spot
We're
1,
at a Phoenix
super. Stand by
fire
to
station
change
right now.
font.
It's one of the first
Change
lines
font.
of response if there
Stand by
is
to roll
in
station
fact
1
a
with the
bee
dissolve
attack.
station 1
Trouble
sound.
is that the fire department says an awful lot of the people who were calling 911 today were doing so when there wasn't really an emergency.
Roll station 1, dissolve sound. Kind of hot video here.
The regional 911 dispatch center is never a quiet place, but today the switchboard was swarming with calls about bees.
One of the newscasts, or maybe all the newscasts, I'm not
Stand by
sure,
to spot 1,
announced
stand
to
by
the
to drop.
public that
Drop super.
if you see a swarm of bees, call 911.
So let's see.
What
Cameras
has
are tracking
happened
left, so
with
the
that
3's
is
with
since about
Patti and the
11 o'clock
monitor.
this morning,
And
as
camera
the
2
weather
has the
heated
box
up
shot
and bees
cater.
became active, we have been getting approximately 1 call a minute.
So
to
eventually we'll go back to
911
remote 2 sound,
on
supering
bees.
FOD 1.
With an entire
Then we'll go
floor
to
of a
camera
Sun
3 with
City
Patti and the monitor,
hospital
showing remote 2, then
evacuated
we'll
in
go
the
to
past
back
24
station 2
hours
over
because
camera
of
2
a
on
bee
cater.
infestation.
Then we'll go back to 3
And
with
2
cater and the
deaths by
monitor
bee
showing
sting in
effects.
the valley in the
Camera
last
1
few weeks. Awareness is at an
at
all-time high. Dr. Beverly Myrise, a clinical psychologist, says the awareness,
Stand by to
though,
spot
might be a
1.
bigger problem than the bees.
There is a whole
Spot 1,
notion called
stand by to
mass
drop.
hysteria. And clearly,
super.
people are fearful. I mean, a bee sting hurts, and most people have had that experience in life. And many news stories going back, I think I told you, to as early as the 60s and into the 70s, characterized these killer bees coming from South America and kind of
Is there a
led
chair
people
we
to
need to move out of the way there next to
notion
Cater?
that the bees were actually seeking out people, and that they, that they have the
E&G, do you have any
intelligence
font
to do
times
that,
or
and they're
total for
actively
AA
going to
package?
attack us.
Yes,
when in
I do.
fact,
I'll take 'em.
there is
Okay,
no
off
truth
the
to that
top.
at all.
For the most part, the bee attacks
27.
have happened when a hive has been disturbed.
120.
911
Total,
is here to
125.
help,
Thank you.
but today some people have dialed it to report seeing one bee.
If your pets are being threatened,
hear all that
your
clicking
kids
in
are
her
being
soundbite
threatened,
when she
or
was
you are
talking?
being threatened, or the bees
Stand
seem
by
to
remote
be
2 sound,
over
remote 2 sound,
aggressive,
supering
please
FOD
call
1.
911.
Bracelet, I think.
Otherwise, just call a beekeeper and they'll help you out.
Take remote 2 sound.
Now, this is likely to be a
Stand by to
growing
take camera
concern
3,
for
Patti's
people
mic.
until the first couple of frosts
camera
come
3,
along
open
and
Patti's mic.
render the bees
Stand by
dormant.
roll
Patti
station
and
2,
Cater.
effects over camera 2 on
Again,
cater.
the key thing in this is if there is an emergency, if there is a threat of harm to you, your family, or your pets, don't be shy, don't be afraid to call 911. But they do want to kind of try and weed out some of these calls that, frankly, are not emergency calls.
Roll station 2, take effects my cue.
It may be the biggest child
Next one to camera
pornography
3 with
bust
cater and
ever
monitor
in
showing the chroma key
Scottsdale.
effect on the
Police
monitor.
seized so many
Ready, camera
photographs
3.
and videotapes, they needed 8 boxes to cart
Take
it
camera
all
3.
away. As Mike
Ready,
Warren
fix
tells us,
camera
the
1,
man who
spring
allegedly
FOD 1.
owns them is in jail tonight. Mike?
Take
Cater,
effects.
50-year-old
Stand by to drop
Ronald
super.
Abernathy had been in
Drop
Scottsdale
super.
for 5 weeks.
Next we'll be dissolving to
According to the
station 1
Sheriff's
sound,
Department, though,
supering
he had
FOD 1.
just 10 days to notify them that he had had a sexual assault conviction in Tennessee from 1991.
Stand by to roll
He
station 1
never
with a
told
dissolve.
sheriffs about that, and that led police to his rented room and some
Roll
disturbing
station 1,
pictures.
dissolve sound. Stand by to drop super.
Strange.
Drop super.
Makes us
Stand
kind
by
of
to
weary
FOD
living
1.
next to him.
And what's the grandmother's
FOD
reaction?
1, stand by to
It's
drop.
very,
Drop
very
super.
unsettling.
Camera's tracking right, so out of this, we'll dissolve
Acting
to
on
fix
a
camera
tip,
1 over out of
police
2.
arrested
We'll go to
Ronald
camera 2
Abernathy
with
in his
cater and
rented
monitor
room.
showing the chroma key effect.
He's charged
Then
with
we'll go
failure to
A
register as a sex
over camera
offender
3
and
on
sexual
Patti.
exploitation of a minor. Officers took piles of Polaroid and 35mm photos as evidence.
Stand by to FOD 1, super. Stand by to drop.
Various stages of
Drop super.
undress, some in provocative poses, and that sort of thing. Some videotapes. We're going to be checking those to see if they contain
A15 is
child
dead.
pornography.
Police also took Abernathy's computer. They
A15
say he has
dog
an internet
reunion
account.
is out. That means we'll be going to the world tonight.
To see if, in fact, he was using the internet
earlier
for these purposes.
Instead of going to
Other
the
tenants in Abernathy's house say he and another man moved from
that's going to
Pennsylvania
put those
to
two
work for a
station
hot air
ones
balloon
pretty close
company.
together on the world tonight, but you can
Neighbors
still
were
leave them
relieved at
there.
the arrest.
Okay,
But
great.
even if Abernathy had registered as a sex offender, by law, Scottsdale police still couldn't have told them.
Stand by to Super 1, Super 1, stand by to drop. Drop Super.
You know, whether,
so we'll be going to the World Tonight off of Station 1 on A14, and then we'll go back to Station 1 for the first World Tonight too.
At this point, police don't think any local kids are victims, but they are checking. As for the neighbors,
stand by to Super 1, Super, stand by to drop. Drop Super, ready dissolve to fix camera 1. Dissolve, my cue.
The Department of
Stand by
Public
to take
Safety
camera
says
2
there
caters,
are
Mike.
4,754 registered sex offenders in Maricopa County, Phoenix,
Take
with
camera
the
2
largest
over
number.
caters, Mike.
Now
Ready fix A
DPS
over
can
camera 3 on
increase
Patti.
that overall number by 1. Cater.
Mike, those piles and piles of photographs, do they think the suspect actually took them himself?
They're not sure yet. As we said, they seem to be Polaroids, 35 millimeter. They're going through a lot of those pictures. They haven't covered them all yet, but they believe at this point he may have taken some, he may have gotten others from other sources. They're still investigating that.
Thank you, Mike.
Take facts, my cue.
On the other
camera 1
side
can
of
go to
town,
caters,
an
then roll station 2 to the
eight-month undercover
tape.
investigation led to a sweeping bust of one of the most violent gangs in the valley.
Next going to A over
Officers
camera 1 on
arrested
cater.
17 members of the
Then decide
Lindo
B
Park
full.
Crips. The South Phoenix gang was reportedly involved in the ambush shooting of Phoenix police officer Jeff Dower.
Okay, give me the
He
shot now,
nearly
camera
lost
1
his
from
leg
there.
in the incident. The suspects range in age from
Ready,
19
fix A
to
over
40
camera 1.
and are
We'll
accused of
adjust it
attempted
later.
murder, aggravated assault, selling
Zoom in some more.
drugs, and money laundering.
Take facts, my cue.
You could get
Ready, offside B
$100,000
full.
if you help the FBI solve a crime. The derailment of Amtrak's
Offside B
Sunset
full.
Limited. The reward grew
Okay, now you
today
got time
after
to readjust
Attorney
your
General
shadow. Maybe
Janet
check
Reno
right a little.
added $50,000, making
with
it
roll
a
station-
total of
right.
$100,000.
Right a little.
The
Stand with roll
FBI
station 1 with
special
dissolve
agent
station
in
1
charge of
sound.
the case says investigators desperately need
Roll
the
station
public's
1.
help.
Dissolve sound.
We've had
Stand
a lot
by
of
to
calls.
Super.
We've
Drop
had
Super. We'll have voiceover
over
from cater, then we'll go to A over camera 3 on Patti.
information that was provided to us by the public through the 800 numbers, through the numbers
Stand by
that the Sheriff's
studios, we'll find
Department had listed also. And of that, we've generated probably over 800 leads.
Over to my cue.
The FBI also told us that a letter we told you about earlier this week is a fake. The letter was
Ready, fix A
signed
over camera
Sons of
3
the
on Patti.
Gestapo, just like a letter found in the train wreckage site. Agents, however, believe this latest note is the work of a copycat.
Take facts, my cue.
The Valley
Stand with roll
father
station 2
who
of the take
admitted to
station 2
taking
nat.
his baby girl from her hospital crib is free of all
Roll
child
station
abuse
2.
charges
Take
tonight.
station 2.
Scott Smith
Next
was
we'll be taking
arrested
station
last
1
month
sound,
after
then we'll have
doctors
voiceover
found
Patti, then
signs
we'll go
of
into the
child
world
abuse on
tonight
his
off of
daughter,
that station
Lauren.
1.
The baby's
SOT.
mother says Scott was supposed to take a lie detector test the day he took the baby.
Stand by to roll station
In an
1 with the take
exclusive
station
interview
1
today,
sound, Super
Scott
front
says
1.
he has nothing to
Roll
hide.
station 1, sound up, take. Stand by to drop Super.
Nothing to hide, then why did
Drop
you take
Super.
it to begin with?
So we'll have voiceover Patti, then we'll be
Because
rolling
they
VTR
were
12, we'll take
gonna take
VTR
her.
12 sound, then we'll be moving on
And
station 1 with Patti's
No matter
mic.
how much proof or whatever they had,
Stand by
it wouldn't
studios, and
matter.
I'll thank you, Patti.
We weren't getting any answers from any doctors. They didn't have time to
Yes.
tell us.
Dog reunion story.
The police department, they were just, every time they talked to me, it was just, they were hounding me.
Over to my cue.
They also told him 6 months to a year.
Kira.
Though the charges
Stand by to roll
against
VTR 12,
Scott,
stand by to
his
take
mother
VTR 12
and
sound.
grandmother have been dropped. The county attorney's office says the case
Roll
is
VTR
still
12.
open.
Take VTR 12 sound, switch over, roll station 1, open the mic, you Patti, move.
In the
Stand by
world
Zoom
tonight,
station
a
1 full.
monument in honor of the people
Zoom at
killed
full.
on Pan Am
Stand by
Flight
spot 1,
103
caption font,
unveiled
Pan
in
Am
Arlington
Memorial.
National Cemetery
Super at
today.
font.
The
Stand
victims
by
were
drop
flying
super,
over
drop
Lockerbie,
super.
Scotland when a
Stand by
bomb
roll station 2,
exploded
so
on
wipe
their
with Cater's
plane,
mic.
killing
Roll station 2, wipe mic to
270
Cater.
people.
Stand by
It
spot 1,
seems the
super at font.
doldrums aren't confined to
Stand by
our
drop
planet.
super,
Crew members
drop
aboard
super.
the space
Next
shuttle
to wiping
Columbia
to
say a
station 1 with
variety
Patti's
of
mic.
music, books, and food
Stand by roll station
would have
1, so
made
to
their
wipe with Patti's
16-day
mic.
mission more bearable. They won't have to suffer much longer, though. The shuttle is set
Roll
to
station
land
1,
Sunday morning.
wipe mic to Patti.
Carlsbad, New Mexico is dealing with a whooping cough
We're not going to do the
epidemic.
caption.
Tonight there are
Next we'll go to camera 2 of the monitor
278
showing A.
confirmed or
A
suspected
of the monitor, then we'll
cases
tell the
of
monitor to
cough.
add at 3.
Last year,
Case at
only
1.
50 cases were diagnosed throughout the entire state the
Ready,
whole
camera
year.
2.
The epidemic is so bad, tonight visiting fans at the Carlsbad High School will sit in a separate section from the home
Take
crowd.
camera 2 of the other mic, ready, tell the monitor to add
In
at 3.
Los Angeles
Tell the
tonight,
monitor to add
the
at 3,
regular
open case at 1
NBA
sound.
season begins for the Phoenix
Stand by to
Suns.
take.
And here is
Add
Mike Chamberlin at the Sports Arena in LA. Hi,
That's
Mike.
correct. It's in 2, right?
Hi, Patty. I know officially the season's underway because
Take
I
out
saw
of
him
3.
throw the ball up in the air. It is underway.
Roll station 2
and
of
the
the
Suns
dissolve.
are playing the Clippers at the arena in Los Angeles. Let's go to the
Roll
highlights.
station
And how
2.
about this twosome to get it started? Billy
Stand by
Crystal
super
and
pod
Robert
1.
Shapiro.
Super.
Wouldn't you have
Stand
loved
by
to
to
have been a
drop.
fly in
Drop
there?
super.
Listen to what they're
Next
saying.
we wiping
Here
beside
comes
B,
the
super
action,
in
though.
pod 1.
Billy's buddy Barkley
Then
with
we'll
a
be
slam
doing the
dunk.
bump
This
off
made it
that, so you'll have
9-2
plenty
in
of time
favor of the Phoenix
to
Suns.
switch over to
Barkley
station 2
finished
for
the
the
first
bump.
half with 16 points. Lamont Murray, he
Side A
answers
should
with
be
a
changed to
good-looking Clipper
1197.
dunk. This makes it 19-10. The Suns still have the
Stand
lead.
by to wipe to B,
Hot Rod
super
started the
in
game. There was
5-1.
talk he wouldn't even play, but he starts tonight. He gave the Suns a 14-point lead at one point in the game. So Hot Rod playing center and playing it very well. Second quarter, the Clippers started serving notice and scoring points. Brett Berry, that's the son of Rick Barry, drives, gets the bucket, and when all was said and done the first half, the Suns
Next will
barely
be
went to the
rolling
locker
VTR
room.
12. We'll super
They blew a
VTR 12
14-point
sound,
lead
then
and
we'll roll and
barely
take
had the
station
lead.
2 under with
I'll tell you what
Cater's
the
mic.
score is right now. I don't know what you're seeing
Switch over
back in
station
Phoenix,
2.
but it is officially
We've still got
59 to
another font
56.
here, right?
The Suns have a 3-point lead as the second half
What?
of play
Change
is just
font.
underway. We want to remind you about Sun Stuff. It's a half-hour preview show that we have coming up this Sunday night at
Stand by to roll VTR 12.
10:35.
Stand by
Mark
to
it on
super
your
VTR
calendar.
12
It's a
sound.
fun show. You don't want to miss it. Sun Stuff, Sunday at 10:35.
Roll VTR 12, super VTR 12 sound, roll station 2, take under, open the mic Q, cater.
Here is a
Stand by
trendy
to wipe
new
to side A
restaurant
full
where
with
the
no super.
appetizers are
With
dog
Patty's
bones.
mic.
Tonight only we'll take you to the
Wipe.
Canine Cafe.
That dissolve is fine. Mic Q, Patty.
Are these
Stand by to roll beta with the
legals
dissolve.
talking marriage? You'll want to
Roll
hear
beta.
what we heard.
Dissolve. Ready, stand up on the beta. Stand up on the beta. Stand by to bring it under, some open mic and Q, cater.
Tie him to the stove and force him to be your mattress.
Open the mic Q, cater.
But first, the so-called
Stand by to
love
fade to
goddess.
black.
Comedian Judy Tenuta is here in the Valley with some advice for your love life. Stay
Fade to
tuned.
black. Next break.
Hi, I'm
We made
Samantha
it.
Mohr. Can't get enough of Good Morning
Master
Arizona
control, the
Monday
temperature
through
is
Friday.
69,
Well,
69 for the bug.
Tell Hal he has
See the best
2:30
from
for
the
weather,
past week,
please.
plus the
2:30.
latest in
Thank you,
news, weather,
Maggie.
and sports.
Camera 1
Dan
goes to the
Davis
chroma
finds
key.
a backyard with
2
a
trucks
unique
left
view
to
and
get the
no
shot of
neighbors
cater
around
for
about
the box
you.
shot.
Plus, Nikki Buchanan
Center monitor
reviews
stays
the
up.
finest in French dining. Cafe for two.
So we have a
I'll
hot
see you
shots
Saturday
return
from
from.
7 to
Out of the
10
break, we'll be
a.m.
fading
right
up on
here
VTR
News
12
Channel
sound, keyed
3.
over station 1. Voiceover Patty, the font super. Orlando, Florida's a hot shot font.
Okay, I'll change it, sorry.
Then we'll go to station 2 full screen. Set the zoom back over camera 2 for the box shot.
vegetables in a roll. Hey, pop
And
on
we'll
over.
go on from
Luby's
there.
Cafeteria.
Did Hal get the message on his time?
KTVK plays the hits.
Hal has 2:30. Kevin has 2:30.
Plays the hits. KTVK 99.9 FM is your radio hall for Buddy Ryan and his...
Sorry, Brian. How did you say you were coming back?
Nobody plays buddy ball like KEZ.
And
It's a hot shot return.
Jim Healy and John Misley.
BTR 12 then. Thank you.
Sunday, the Cards do a little Bronco busting. Live coverage starts at 11.
VTR 12 sound, keyed over station 1, then
When it comes to
voiceover
Cardinal
Patty.
football,
Then when we go to station 2, it's full screen with sound.
Overweight? Lose 3 to 5 pounds a week and learn to keep it off with Well for Life.
I lost 55 pounds.
E&G, do you have a total time on the B8 package?
I've lost another 10
Toronto
pounds.
package.
You don't have to buy any prepackaged food from the beginning. I wasn't hungry. And the
Hello,
energy
E&G.
that I have.
Hello, that's
since I've been
34.
on the
Sorry,
Well
this
for Life
thing is
program
kind of messed up.
is
Oh, okay,
tremendous.
34.
Nothing has worked as well as Well for Life.
Well for Life Health and Weight Management Centers, 256-9500.
40.
Those two kids are witches. Tony and Tia are two very special children with a very special secret.
I have found what you're looking for.
But when a ruthless millionaire tries to turn their magical powers into profit,
Or you could walk across a field and tell where there's oil far beneath it.
the two unwilling captives must find a way out.
Come on!
The chase is on.
They're getting closer, Tony!
In Disney's Escape to Witch Mountain. Sunday night at 7 on 3.
10 seconds. Stand by to give us control. Stand by to roll both VTR 12 and station 1 together. Stand by to fade up on VTR 12 sounds and help Mike Patty some response.
Tonight at 10:35, right after News Channel 3.
Give us control. Roll tapes. Fade up sound. Open the mic to Patty. That's fine. Open the mic. Patty's mic. What's going on?
It's open. She's there.
Huh? I can't hear it.
Deserves to be at the Skyfest Air Show. The supercharged
Stand by roll station 2 that takes station 2 sound.
with more horsepower than the entire
Go to station 2 full screen.
in the Daytona 500.
Still
It's
doesn't
called
sound
the
right.
Shockwave, and it'll be racing jet planes this weekend.
Roll station 2. Take station 2 sound. Stand by zoom it back over camera 2 on cater. Zoom it back. Mike Q.
Could it be love
Stand by roll
legal
station 1 with the take
style
station
for
1
the
now.
prosecutors from the O.J. Simpson trial? That
Are you in audio? Station 1.
Hollywood Minute.
Take station
They
1.
might not have the verdict they wanted.
it's not on fire, it's not important enough.
Darden find true
Say
love
what?
working on the Simpson trial
Don't talk
together.
to him now.
People magazine reports
Stand by
the
roll station 2, stand by
prosecuting
wipe
pair
to
are
station 2.
romantically involved. But Clark is crying objection. She says the notion is ridiculous and wonders
Roll
where
station
the
2,
rumors came
wipe.
from. Love
Next
in
we
a
wipe
Florida
into
courtroom.
station
We're
1.
talking about
So have you
singer
figured out what
Courtney
Patty's
Love.
problem is with the
The leader
mic?
of the band Hole
Yes.
is accused of beating 2 fans during a
Stand by
concert
roll station
last
1,
year.
stand by wipe.
She faces a 2-year prison sentence if she's convicted. But in court, she didn't seem to take the
Roll
matter
station
too
1,
seriously
wipe.
at all. Jack
Next we'll
Nicholson
dissolve
may
the camera
also
2
wind
on
up
Cater,
in
then we'll go to
court.
3
He's
on
being
Patti and the
sued by an
DVE.
actress
Set the
who
zoom and
worked
stop
with
to
back
remote
in
2.
1969 on the film 5 Easy Pieces. Actress Susan Anspach claims Nicholson fathered a
dissolve camera
child with
2.
her who is now 25 years old. She also claims Nicholson is trying to boot her out of her
Dissolve
Santa
camera 2.
Monica,
Stand by take
California
camera 3
home.
on Patti.
And that's what's happening in Hollywood.
Take camera 3, Mike Q.
She is the
Stand by the
self-described
zoom
love
DVE to remote
goddess
to the remote to
and
sound over side B.
Aphrodite of the accordion. And hold on to your seat, because if you've never heard of comedian Judy Tenuta,
Zoom
you're
DVE,
about to get
remote
an
to
earful.
sound.
Lisa Taranto is
Stand by
at the
zoom remote to
Improv, where
full.
she's performing tonight. Lisa?
Patty,
Zoom remote
I'm
to
telling
full.
you, in
Stand by
less than a
font 1,
minute, this
super.
woman, Judy
Stand by to
Tenuta,
change
can talk
font.
about a
Change
dozen
font.
different subjects. She's
Stand by roll
at the
station 2 with the dissolve
Improv
station
performing
2
throughout the
sound.
weekend, and she has a new CD out. And in it, she has tips about relationships.
Roll station 2, dissolve sound.
Learn to play
Stand
an
by spot
accordion
1,
on your
super.
pig's
Stand by the
head
drop.
until he promises to buy
Drop,
you a
super.
Porsche. I want a guy
Turns 34,
with a
we'll go back to remote
mobile
2, super in font 1, then we'll go to camera 2 on
At
the
any
2-shot
moment,
monitor, should be
Judy
showing
Tenuta
remote 2.
will break into
Then
song
we'll tell the monitor to
while
affect
playing
camera 1 over
just
side
really
A.
her accordion. The self-described love goddess has been performing in comedy clubs for years.
Stand by remote
and has
2, so I'm
even
going to take
been
remote 2
hoisted
sound,
up in
super in
Times
font 1.
Square. In her new CD, Tenuta gives advice on relationships.
Men should chant our names until they become human speed bumps and then give us a credit card.
Take remote 2 sound.
Patty, be prepared. Your jaw will
Stand by
probably
to
drop
take
to the
camera
floor
2.
during her show. By the way, it is sold out tonight, but they've got
camera
openings
2 over the
tomorrow
mic.
and
Raise
Sunday.
all the
And as you
monitor
can
effects,
see,
camera
people
1
are
over
already
side
crowding
A.
in to catch the show for tonight.
She looks fabulous.
She is.
She is great. Thank you, Lisa.
Dissolve the monitor.
So, what's
Ready
the weather
effects
going to be
camera
like
1,
this weekend?
super
Well,
in
we
font.
kind
Can I have
of
Howl
thought
super
it
in
might
font 1?
rain, but
Picky,
here's Jim
picky,
Howl.
picky.
And that's the way it'll be from now on at
Way to go,
10.
Jim Bob.
Fine.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We think
You gonna use a live?
We did it again.
No.
You know, for
I
the
don't think
weekend.
so.
We were worried a little bit about this one, but we hope it's going to be
Take
pretty
facts.
good tomorrow.
Stand by the drop, super.
Sunday and
Drop, super.
Monday, maybe.
Stand by roll station 1 with the take station 1,
super
super in font 1.
High temperature
Roll station
today
1, take
was
station 1,
79. It was gorgeous.
Next, going to effects
The
camera 1 over
balloon
VTR 12.
races this weekend, you saw some of those. 56 the morning low, the normal's 80 and 53. Right now, 69,
Stand by the roll, VTR 12.
No winds, the barometer's
Roll
steady,
VTR 12.
52.
Take facts.
It's a weak little low, almost
Next, we're
hard to
dissolving the key
find
2 station
off
2.
the LA coast, spinning counterclockwise right there and kind of dissolves. It looks like it's going to camp right here off Baja throughout most of the weekend. We will probably just get this.
Stand by to roll
Cloudiness,
station
high
2,
cirrus
ready to
coming
tell the
through
key.
time to time tomorrow and Sunday. Monday will probably skirt across, and even Monday might not be too bad. Partly cloudy, but not a lot of showers. So that's the good news for the weekend. Now,
Roll
rest
station
of the
2,
country,
dissolve the key.
well, not so good back on the East Coast. Look at
Next,
all
we're
this
dissolving the
today.
key to
That's
the
a
weather
lot of
graphics.
rain. Nation's capital had rain. All
1 minute
controlled by
to
a
Howl,
big
1 minute.
spinning low up around the Great Lakes. Misty and rainy in that area. Rest of the country, though, look at that.
We're ready to dissolve the
Pretty
key to the
nice
weather
Friday
graphics.
evening going on throughout most of the nation, at least the western two-thirds anyway. High
Dissolve the key.
temperatures today, still chilly up here where
Next,
that
we're going
low
back to station 1,
was
super in font 1,
abounding.
and the 2 on the 2-shot monitor
17
showing
at
the chroma key
Bismarck,
effect.
28
And we'll
Minneapolis,
dissolve
St.
the monitor
Paul,
to be with
33
music.
Chicago,
Station 1 will have
43
sound
at
on the
St.
bump with
Louis,
music under, then voice over
and
Patti,
it's
then
been
the
kind
beta
of chilly
super.
over the weekend up in those
30
areas.
seconds
Our
to
final
Howl.
highs today.
Stand by roll
Flagstaff
station 1
with
with the take station 1,
52,
super in font 7 at the
Payson
font.
67, Pine Top 56. Again tonight, another chilly one. Low mid-20s up on the rim, so real chilly there, and 40s and 50s down here for us. Yuma and Lake Havasu
Show 'em a line, roll station 1, take station 1.
Forecast tonight for the greater Phoenix area.
Hang out to 2 on the
Clear
2-shot,
overnight
monitor
lows,
showing camera 1 over
57
side A.
Midtown, mid-40s, cooler
Ready,
valley
camera
spots.
2.
Partly cloudy tomorrow, high 78. Sunday, partly cloudy, 77, and warming up again to about 80 degrees by the middle of the week.
Take camera 2 over
so,
the mics.
ladies,
Ready to tell the monitor
you know,
to be
we got
with
out of
music
this one,
under.
I think.
Yeah, we
By
like
the
it.
hair of your chinny chin chin. Thank you, Jim.
Dissolve the monitor, music
So
under.
you can't say.
Next, we're dissolving
So
2.
you say, say, boy, I can't say this, but you say you can't take your dog out to eat.
Well, roll station 1 with Zell station 1 sound and music under.
Items are hound dog heaven and
Roll
Wrangler
station 1,
Roundup.
Zell sound. Stand with Mike and
Patty.
Stand with Mike and Patty. Super roll beta, super beta.
And it says on the menu that it's for the dog on the low-cal
diet.
Mike
Q, roll beta, super beta. Q Patty.
Tonight only, you gotta see it to believe it. The K9 Cafe.
Fade to black. X the break.
Rich in Stockdale, they call her OJ's other
girlfriend. Monitor's going down.
The summer in jail. This
out of the break will be on side B, Super Ring Font 1.
Hard copies uncovered
music call, and then we'll have voiceover caterers. So you need some music, Trent.
Jim Carrey. Why Hollywood's $20 million man is being called a Jekyll and Hyde.
Very angry.
B with Font 1 on music call, then voiceover cater, then we'll drop camera 2 on the 2-shot, then we'll go to 1 on the 3-shot, Patti, cater, and Liz. Is Liz in the studio yet?
Tonight at 10:35, right after News Channel 3.
Studio, is Liz there yet?
No, she's not.
Inside and out, top to bottom, front to back.
And then eventually we'll go to A over camera 3 with Font, drop super, then go to station 2 sound.
With a smart new interior, dual airbags, and an impressive list of features. All at a price that's thousands less than Nissan Altima. Any way you look at it, it's exciting, it's fun. It's the all-new Pontiac Grand Am.
Sun, Mesa, Biddulph, Glendale, Country, Avondale, Showcase,
okay,
Phoenix,
Quebec,
Scottsdale, Culver, North Phoenix.
Tape for bump
What's
3,
your
C3,
$50,000
Say again?
I only have one tape for C3, bump 3.
How about a fantasy
okay.
vacation?
You're going to leave it in one?
Yes, it'll be in station 1.
Fantasy is a simple one, like a new home or car.
And you have a regular super for the sports thing.
To make it come true
we're not going to do the lottery return time. What were you asking?
I said you have a regular super for the sports thing and there's nothing for break.
That's correct. So out of the break, we'll be right on camera 2 on the 2-shot, then we'll go to camera 1 on the 3-shot with Liz.
1 minute.
Then do A over camera 3 on Liz, so you can give me a Liz super on Font 1 now because we're not doing the lottery.
When most grocery stores advertise a great low price, it doesn't necessarily mean you'll find it when you get there.
Is she on the sports mic?
Yes, she is.
But at Abco Foods, if it's in our newspaper ad, it's going to be in stock, or we'll give it to you free next time you visit.
And because we keep things stocked for you, everything's fresh and ready
Go on the A side
if
it's sports.
Only at Abco Foods.
Arizona's way to
30.
save.
Okay, thanks.
It's just not Chili's till you light up the grill, and that means steaks, like our new Solano strip steak and new steak pico, smothered with onions, bell peppers, and 2 kinds of cheese.
Zoom in just a little camera 2.
So round up the gang and herd them on down to Chili's.
Stand by studio, so I'm going to fade this up on camera 2, both mics.
Chili's grills like no place else.
Fade sub. Mike's Q.
Now, you've heard of family-friendly restaurants, but not every restaurant will allow you to take your dog to dinner with you, even though maybe you'd like to sometimes.
Yeah, in fact, most restaurants would probably politely say, thanks,
take
but
camera
no
1, open the other
thanks,
mic.
and you can leave now. But tonight,
Liz over camera 3 on Liz,
has,
super ring
well,
Font 1.
a bone to pick with them.
Well, you know those people, the people who would do anything for their dog. We all know
Tick
people
back.
like that.
Stand by
their
the drop,
dogs
super.
actually become sort of their
Drop,
surrogate
super.
children.
Stand by roll
so
station
now
2,
one
this is all station
hotspot
2
is
sound.
getting a new leash on life by taking down their no pets
Roll
allowed
station 2,
sign.
it's off sound.
Catch a wave and you're sitting on top of the world.
After a great workout on the beach, folks in California are heading to the trendiest new restaurant because here, the hostess will seat you, whether you have 2 legs
a lot of that on
or
this.
4.
Well, if there's too much, then you should ask him to do less now. I guess this time I had for Mike.
Wasn't
right.
Sam. There you go. You're welcome.
The Park Bench Cafe, just off Huntington Beach, serves up a tasty brunch, whether you like hamburgers, hot dogs, or dog bones.
We ordered the Wrangler Roundup, which is lean. No, he would have ordered a big steak if he'd had his choice.
Actually, Beasley does have a choice because the Park Bench has a special menu just for dogs. It was started by the owner's wife, who's a dog lover.
She was sneaking things out of the kitchen. She went home one day and we just designed the menu, and that was about 2.5 years ago, so. It's definitely different, you know, when you hire somebody, you're saying, you know, you're going to have to wait on dogs, and you're going to have to, carry out dog menu items, and
so we won't do the other
different, but it's a fun environment.
The dogs all get along, and the people get along pretty well, and we have fun out here.
There are some rules. Dogs
so
have
out of
to
this,
be
we'll
on a
dissolve
leash.
the camera 3 on
You have
Liz.
to pick up after your pet.
And
the dogs aren't allowed to eat off your plate. Only from their own styrofoam dishes.
Then the 1 on the 3 shot, then the 2 on the 2 shot, then we'll tell the monitor to add a 3, KSAT 1, we'll get add a 3 with music under, then the station 1's to bring the beta.
We've gotten a lot of different
music from where?
Breeds and
bump
large
music.
dogs. I mean,
Maybe
we've
roll
had
bump
some
music.
huge Great Danes and some
You want
huge
Super 2
mastiffs
on this break?
come out. And,
yeah,
they're
News Channel
frightening
3
at
Super.
times, and you find out some of them are little babies. You know, they're just they're fun little dogs.
Stand by studio, wait off camera 3. Off camera 3, IQ.
The owners of the Park Bench Cafe say they've received phone calls and visits from people all over the world, and beside being
take camera 1
dog
over the
lovers,
other mics.
many
Stand
of
by
the
to take
people who
camera
are
2
calling are interested in
with
starting
music
a
under, and
similar
raise all the
restaurant.
monitor to add a 3,
That's a great
KSAT
idea.
1.
If you're outside, your dog's hungry, come on.
Get the
Give him
pooch a little
snack.
treat.
Yeah, works for me. Thanks, Liz.
Take camera 2.
We just
dissolve
hope
monitor to
that
add a 3.
this season opener
Open
won't
KSAT 1
look
sound.
anything
Let's
like
have music
last
under.
year's season
Stand by
opener.
to
Here's
take
Mike with
add a 3.
Don't want it to go to the dogs or anything, Mike.
midway update.
I hate to tell you, ladies, it's very close. The Suns have a 2-point lead with about 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. We're coming back with highlights. We'll update you from the Los Angeles Sports Arena after we take a timeout.
Fade to black. Fade to black.